The UK rejects Trump's offer to help with Boris Johnson's coronavirus treatment. Forsythia. Let me guess. Hydroxychloroquine. The shitty thing is, if Boris doesn't make it, we'll get a tweet from POTUS. I tried to help him, but he wouldn't take it. I knew I could help him, but no. He should have let me help him. It's kind of insulting and condescending. Do you really think that UK doesn't have medical professionals and equipment yo treat its own PM? What do you think UK is, some desert tribe? Suppose Trump'll start a trade war over this terrible insult. British doctors, dear God, no, well. Yeah. This is normal. This is literally nothing. An ex-country president/prime minister would never seek medical attention from another country. He'll get just as good care in the UK as the US. This isn't a slight against the US. How can the US help? We are knee-deep in this. The top comment on /r/conservative is literally about needing him to take hydroxychloroquine, https://old. Reddit. com/r/conservative/comments/boris_johnson_stable_an_not_on/fmu300/. I heard his doctor didn't prescribe hydroxychloroquine. That's a real shame. I could have saved him. Breaking news, Trump appoints son-in-law Jared Kushner to be British PM's intensive care physician. You don't say. Fancy even thinking about going to St. Thomas's Hospital in London with US drug company salesmen hauling in samples of untried drugs. I really hope one of the hospital porters, never mind the doctors, would have told them to fuck off. What's that saying, physician, heal thyself? Perhaps focus on your own massive epidemic rather than offering needless help. I think pretty much everybody from the UK would rather get care in the NHS than whatever passes for care in the US. Everything Trump touches dies. Trump. Eyes. Not. A. Doctor. PM rejects snake oil from snake oil salesman. Why would they need help? It's not like the UK doesn't have access to all the same treatments as every place else in the world. What could the US really offer? Like. What could he do anyway? Boris is already in intensive care in a better healthcare system and it's up to his body to fight it. Such an empty gesture. Trumps should just catch the virus and prove it himself. Come on, Trumps, do it. Trump is arrogant in thinking they don't have intelligent people in the UK. They don't need our medical doctors. They have their own. It was a weightless gesture by Trump to appear caring. What the fuck would he even do? Trump did it to get attention for himself. He didn't care, it was inappropriate. End of story. Would you like a side order of some expensive, shitty, 37th place, healthcare with your COVID-19? No thanks, I already have some top 20 healthcare. And since the top 5 are also in Europe, I'm all quality healthcared out. Oh, by the way, you are a really strange orange color, would you like a free NHS liver function test? Trump wanted to use this moment to prove that free healthcare is inadequate compared to the US where they bankrupt you instead before you die. Just what does he expect these unnamed companies to do exactly? Provide medication with unproven efficacy? Also, the NHS may not be perfect, but they probably know how to operate their ventilators just as well as providers in any other healthcare system. Trump, I can help Boris. UK, no thanks, we'd rather save him. Hey, Boris wants some good homemade American bleach. It'll cure coronavirus. No thank you. Boris Johnson doesn't have in-network insurance with the US systems. What's he wasn't to do to help? Send him some hydroxychloroquine. This is so fucking nasty, I want to puke. Trump's vested interest in the company that makes hydroxychloroquine, taking advantage of Boris Johnson for publicity, every time he speaks. Yuck. He never really offered anything. He just kind of mumbled something about our incredibly terrific best in the world people, I paraphrased of course, but never offered anything tangible. If I was UK, I wouldn't accept anything from such a self-aggrandizing narcissistic jackass either. Get fucked, you orange-headed fucking American. Should give him some moral support and fly over to give him a big hug and snuggles. The guy can't even form a coherent sentence. How in God's name is he the leader of the free world? What the fuck can you do that the UK can't do? Please Mr. Trump, let me touch your slacks. Imagine Trump losing his only political ally in Europe to COVID-19. That'll do wonders for his already fucked up and decayed psyche. What could be scarier than being very sick with COVID-19 and having Donald Trump trying to be your personal physician? UK, looks at state of US. Nah, bro. I'm good. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. Fucking hysterical, from the Mango Mussolini, who touts a nefarious drug made by his buddies, with, what have you got to lose? Boris may have made a boatload of bad moves, but he sure as shit ain't this dumb. So is selling the NHS off the table then? It almost sounds like Boris doesn't want some of that good old privatized healthcare. I'm a US citizen and I don't even want Trump's help. Trump will make it about him if BJ dies or not, go fucking T. What a shitty human. He thinks he can help everyone, because he's Donald Trump. Hey, there are a couple of millions that need that help more than Boris right now. How about you focus on that first? I am fairly certain the Trump snake oil would do more harm than good, in Boris's current condition. Prayers and well wishes is not medical treatment. He must want to live. Send him a broken ventilator and some fish tank cleaner. They'll be all caught up with us. Regardless if Boris takes America's help or not, I hope he gets better. Politics aside, I don't want people getting sick and dying. UK likely thinks that turds and payers is not an effective treatment. Wow, the comments already turned something as simple as offering to help into Trump bashing. The choice of wording used here, and in the article, is disheartening. Hope Boris pulls out of it okay and quickly. Smart move. Trump, I could have helped with most beautiful recovery. I know all about beautiful recoveries better than anyone. We should have asked for 20,000 ventilators and a couple of million masks. You know, for Boris. I guess the gesture is nice, but what exactly could the US do to help? It's not like we have some super secret sauce that the UK doesn't have. I suspect Boris is probably getting pretty decent care without Trump wildly throwing Plaquenil pills at him and shouting. What's Trump going to do? Fly over and hold his hand bedside? Come to think of it, I'm down with that. I said, I've got these great drugs to sell you, Boris. He said he didn't want the help. Shrug. I know they're great drugs because I'm invested in the company. I only invest in the best, which says something. It says these drugs will be bigly successful. Maybe the most successful ever. That's why I invested in these drugs and bought the American people millions and millions of pills of this stuff, because it works. And we're doing a great job, people. DJT tomorrow probably. I'm pretty sure that the UK have the same or a better treatment for COVID-19 than the EU, he's only show off. Like always. Trump wants to sell him some hydrochloroquine. And we wouldn't want their help either, if Trump gets it. No vent for him. My guess, he wants Boris to try his treatment. If he's lucky, it'll help him, but there's no guarantee. If it works, he'll flaunt it to the rest of the world and will publicize it. He will use this as support to somehow make his medication leapfrog FDA requirements, then his investment in the company that makes that medicine will pay off. Seriously, what can Trump offer that would help? What does he think the US can do that the NHS can't? There is no cure. There's no treatment. American hospital staff would do the exact same thing as UK hospital staff, just with a different accent. Trump has officially been more helpful to the British coronavirus response than to the US, even though they said no.